Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I am bundled up because I am outside. It's snowing and it's like 15 degrees out here. So here I am, but with good reason. So last night I didn't do any video of the drive, blah blah blah, just because I don't know, just because I didn't. So anyways, try to get these straps in then. We went on another little journey last night, about an hour and a half, one direction, so not too terrible, and bought a bunch more parts. Seems like that's what we do, right? So anyway, what did we get and what are we going to do with it? Well, first of all, I'll try to show you what we got roughly, and then I'll go in more detail as we go along. I'm wearing gloves, so bear with me on getting this thing changed, because I have to take them off and put them back on to mess with the phone. So as you can see, the truck bed is full and there's this white nasty stuff everywhere, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's coming down as we speak. But I have to get this unloaded because in 2 days, so today is Thursday, so between now and Saturday morning sometime, that's got to come off the trailer. That car is sold and leaving Sunday. My plan was to put that car back where the 90 Daytona is, and then put the 90 Daytona where the Neon is. Because this car does not run, I can back my trailer all the way up into here, winch it off, sit it back there. It's not going to go anywhere until the weather breaks. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't like being in this cold. And the 90 does run, so if I had to move it for whatever reason, I could. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Probably not. So anyways, back to what we got. So this popped up on some of the groups. Some of you guys, if you're viewers, you may have seen these parts, which is cool. But it was local to us, fairly local to us. By an hour and a half to me is local. It's not 3 hours and stuff. But anyway, the gentleman was telling me that he bought a Shelby Charger years ago and had these parts, I don't know, left over, or he removed them and the car got junked or whatever the story was. But that's what's in here. This is all L-body stuff except for this radiator. Pretty sure this radiator either is not. It says Mopar. My assumption is this radiator is for Daytona. I've never seen one with that kind of a nipple though. So maybe it's something totally different. Maybe it's out of a newer car. I don't know. But we're going to figure that out at a later date. Today's goal is to do a video and get this stuff put in there. I got to open that up and just put it in there. So, but there's more than the eye can see. There's splash shields, and you can see like this one here's cracked, so it'll end up in a junk car. When we shut the tailgate, I caught one here at the bottom and it broke. Not a big deal. We got plenty of those, and we still get those in. But there's a Shelby Charger hood. There's a set of louvers covered in snow. There's a lower air dam, and there's a front header panel. There's a heater box, a front bumper, a door, and I think this door, oh, the truck's locked. Duh. Let me unlock the truck real quick here. Great, I think my battery is dying. Nope, maybe not. And there's a bunch more stuff back here. There's another fender, set of quarter panel trim, set of door glass, some sill plates, a non-Shelby Charger door panel. Maybe the speaker cover is good, who knows. And then a dash. And then walk around here. And there's 4 5-lug pizzas. 3 have tires, 1 does not. This is the one that does not, obviously. So, oh, and 2 totes clear full of parts. I don't even know what's in them. We opened them up real quick, and I was like, okay, works for me, because I was trying to get out of there to get home, because it was cold. And you know, when we do these buys, we normally just load it up and head out, and then, you know, sort through it later. So the plan right now is to put all of this minus the 2 totes and everything in the back seat of the truck in there, just to get it out of the weather, out of the way, out of sight, and we'll come back to it in the spring. So I'm not gonna do a video of every single part. You guys have seen these parts before. It's nothing spectacular, but I will do another video on the totes. Those are going to go inside, and I'll go through them, you know, here soon. So let me get this truck unloaded so I can stop shivering. Oh, there's also a fuel filler neck. I know those are in demand sometimes as well. Let me get this truck unloaded, get this stuff in this building, and try to get back inside where it's warm. Okay, so truck's emptied. Again, I just threw everything in the building for now except for the 2 totes. They're laying over here by the garage. I'm going to take those downstairs and so I can go through them. But once I got my truck emptied out, I discovered one of the things that's not thrilling about doing this business and chasing these parts and chasing these cars is there was, well, let's just say that there was mice remnants, and those are now on my back seat. So lucky for us, there's a car wash literally right around the corner from our house. So I got some quarters, and I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna vacuum that out, because I'm not driving this truck with that in there. Contrary to what some people think, people that deal in cars and parts, I am a kind of a neat freak, and even though my truck is dirty because it's used and it's in the middle of the winter, and I'm not gonna, you know, clean it all up just to get salt and everything else all over it again. I do actually keep my truck clean, and it drives me crazy seeing people running around with just filthy, dirty vehicles. So I am not going to be that person. I'm going to run over to the car wash real quick and get that done, come back home, park the truck for the night, and then get these totes downstairs and maybe call it a night after that. I don't know. I got one thing to ship, so we'll handle that while we're downstairs. So I will show you what's in the tote here in a little bit. All right, so I got the first tote in the parts room. The other tote's downstairs, but it's on the other side. I'll bring it over here in a minute. Pardon me being out of my breath, and my dog's trying to come in here and say hi. So anyways, what's in here? Again, I didn't look at these last night. Just opened it, peeked in, and that was it. So I'm not 100% sure what's in here. So we're going to find out together. Radiator bottle, washer bottle. I bet we've got 25 of them. Wiper motor cover, parking brake handle cover. Jay, get out of here. The dog that's in my way. Some kind of piece of trim, but I don't know what that fits. No idea. Appears to be an aftermarket shift boot. I'll check it for part numbers. A really nasty, I don't know what color it is. It's so nasty. Armrest, looks like it might be blue. Again, this might just be full of junk. I don't know. There's a busted instrument cluster. So we'll sell that as parts. You know, if somebody needs the needles or whatnot. That's how we do that. And then another busted cluster. You can see it's busted down here in this corner. Again, this one doesn't have the tack. We might be able to sell it for parts. Worst case scenario, it goes in the trash. Wouldn't be the first part we throw it away. I got a busted Shelby Charger taillight that's junk. And then, oh, there's a turbo, a log intake manifold, throttle body parts. There's a driver's mirror. Clean that up, put that on. An ashtray with a cigarette lighter and a door handle trim and door lock trim inside. Might be able to get something for that. We got a bunch of those ashtrays available if you need one of those. They're known for the handle popping off. I got a broken door handle. You know where that's going. A fuel rail. Then we'll sell that for parts and pieces, whatnot. And then I got a clutch pedal assembly, which is cool. So that'll sell. L-body clutch pedal assembly, or clutch pedal, I guess. An upper timing cover. This one's unusual. I've never seen one that doesn't have the mounting tabs, mounting ears. So I wonder what that's from. Blower motor, don't know what it's from. We'll find out later. Wonder if they're trying to tell me something. It's snowing outside and they find an ice scraper inside this tote. Brought it all the way home with us. Let's see what else we got. A dark gray door handle bezel. That's the turbo. I'm not digging it out right now. Throttle body and the adapter and the lower portion. Probably put that on there for parts. And then a power steering pump. Again, don't know what it's for. Brand new roll of red wire. We'll use that in the garage. This is some kind of a hood latch. I don't know what it's off of. It doesn't appear to be Shelby Charger. So who knows? Another door handle. This one does not appear to be broken. That's good. We got a bunch of those as well. And another door handle bezel. Sorry if the video is jumping around everywhere. I'm trying. Oh goodness gosh, it's buried, it's stuck. Intermediate shaft and bearing. I'll see if I can figure out. I would assume it's for L body. And then what looks to be steering shaft. A steering shaft. I'm assuming it's L body because it's got the roll pin that holds it in. And then this is the shaft that goes up through the column. I don't know if we'll keep that or not. And an inspection plate for automatic transmission. So that's what's in this tote. Some, sellable stuff. Some junk, as expected. And again, when we go and do these parts clear outs like this, I'm not going to sit there and, dig through the person's parts and say, oh, I want this and just this. And if we're going to go buy it like this was, I'm taking it all and then I will sort it out once I get back home, and we'll go from there. As you've seen before, sometimes, you get a bunch of junk, but mixed in with all that junk is good stuff that you can resell. So, with that said, that is tote number 1, and let me just say that tote was heavy, and I now see why with the turbo and everything else in there. So, I'm gonna go grab the other tote and we'll go through it. Okay, second tote, final tote is up on top of the other tote, the first tote. I got an inspection cover or side cover. There's a brake booster. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of seal. This is the side cover for splash shield. I'm assuming it's an intermediate shaft housing, maybe, on the side of the transmission. These are actually good parts. Unfortunately, I don't know if this one's broke. I don't know if it was, I would assume it's broke. Yeah, that's rough. So it's broke right there on that ear. Well, that really sucks because we do sell a bunch of these water pump housings, and the reason we sell a lot of them is when you take out the water pump bolts, you got metal going into aluminum. Over time, they don't agree with each other and they start to corrode, and what happens is when you try to remove the water pump bolts, they snap off. We've sold a bunch of those through the years. I got a crankshaft pulley, it looks like. Another crank pulley. EGR valve. Cam gear. That thing. There's an engine harness supposedly in here. I think that's what that is a front harness. I'm not going to dig it all completely out right now because I'd have to move all this other stuff out of the way just to get to it. So, distributor cover. It actually looks in decent condition. It's still got the metal clip on it for the, the Hall effect. A jack handle, probably for a Rampage. I'm not sure yet. We'll get into more of that. speedometer sensor, and we sell these gears, believe it or not. We can't really keep those in stock. I don't know why, but I'm thankful we sell them. And then what is this? This is a box of new stuff. Oh, some bolts. Whatever this thing is, some kind of a power source. And then some V8 USB or coax junk. But there's some nuts and bolts, some coax ends, more nuts and bolts. So those will go out in the nut and bolt bin in the garage. So worth a lot of money, but you know, it all adds up. Got a dash harness. See that because there's a fuse panel. And then, oh yeah, let's see, mouse nest. There's the ring gear for, I'm going to assume a 555, but we'll dig that out here in a second. And then this bracket, we sell quite a few of these too, the shift rods. I wonder why they have the transmission all apart, but it is used. I knew who I'll contact on that and see if it has any value. So, all right, that's everything. It's the wife's birthday, so we're gonna probably go get something to eat and not do parts tonight. So I appreciate you watching. Like, follow, subscribe. Let me know what you think. See something you need, let me know, and we'll catch you on the next one.